morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Well, today, we're gonna talk about J-Law's Finsta, Kenan Thompson's SNL reign, Queer Eye's Jonathan Van Ness's epic troll clapbacks, and hot new additions to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Plus, the last ship's Travis Van Winkle joins the table.
Yeah. Before we begin, I just want to serve a little first course because it premiered last night. Anyone watch American Horror Story? Apocalypse?
Yes! Woo! Did you guys watch? Did you watch?
Season 8.
Okay, that's your homework for tonight.
Yeah, you guys have to watch. It is, not giving stuff away, but it's Apocalypse, clearly you can tell like what it's about. It's incredibly frightening because it's just very realistic to how this apocalypse could happen, and the first like 20 minutes are just not, like, it's a running start from the beginning.
Yes, it's so good. The Antichrist makes an appearance in this episode, and he
right
has
off the bat.
Beautiful hair.
Beautiful hair.
Luscious
hair.
Just goes to confirm again that I'm following the right path, a dark path to good hair.
Right, totally. If they said that if you worship Satan, you'll have good hair, I think a lot of people will officially switch over.
Yeah.
For sure.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
But it's about a nuclear fallout, basically, right?
It's basically a nuclear war destroys the world, but what's cool about this season is it's connecting to season 1, which was Murder House, and ends with the Antichrist being born, and season 3, which was Covenant and the Witches. So so I'm not gonna reveal anything, but it's gonna be a really big season. So
I've always wondered, if I've never watched any of them, because I haven't, do I have to watch them to understand, or could I just jump in this season and figure it out?
I think you can definitely jump in and figure it out along the way, especially because there's so many kind people on Twitter just looping you in with all the facts. Like, if you watch the show, you wouldn't know at the end that the guy with the really nice hair is the Antichrist. But online, there's always a thread for you to just catch up.
I would say this season's the first time where I would say it'd be better if you watch previous ones, but usually no. Usually you can jump right in. I don't know, usually I like American Horror Story that begins really small, like in a house or in the circus, so this one was really big, but I think it's gonna explain a lot and go into very interesting areas.
Well, it sounds fascinating. Beware Instagrammers, because Jennifer Lawrence is watching you. The actress recently sat down with InStyle magazine and spilled that she has a Finsta. While she may not have a verified account with millions of followers, Lawrence confirms that she is indeed on the photo sharing app and likes to refer to herself as a voyeur.
Allie, what's a Finsta?
Okay, so a Finsta is a fake Instagram account. A lot of people have a real Instagram account that, their handle that they publicize, and then another account that is sort of private to just them or a few close friends, where they post images that they wouldn't want to post on like their more public account. Yeah. So like my sisters have them, and they just post like texts with like dudes that are weird, or like embarrassing photos, things like that. Do any of you guys have?
I don't, but my friend's daughter is like 21, and she like thinks I'm cool enough to let me follow her Finsta. And I saw this whole other side of this girl that was like so funny.
Wait, your friend's daughter is 21?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like our age.
Yeah. I'm older than you.
I know, you make it sound like she's so young. Like,
I
I
did not say that. I go, my friend's daughter, she's 21.
Yeah,
I didn't put any emphasis on her age.
No, but you said she thinks I'm cool enough, like.
Yeah, because I'm her mom's friend.
And I get
your mom's friend.
And I will say,
on Instagram.
The time that one of my best friend's sister and my girlfriend's sister allowed me to follow their Finstas, I felt very cool to be seeing their Finstagrams, because I think it is like a.
Because
even though I'm not that much older than her, like I'm her mom's friend. But my point is that
you could be a narc.
Yeah. I saw this whole other side of her that was like a little raunchy and dirty and funny, and I was like, this girl's got edge. It's like kind of cool when you get to see like the inner workings of somebody that they're like not quite confident to put out there.
Yeah.
Is that sad about like the way social media is now, that like your profile supposed to be you on social media is not the real you, so you have to create a fake account so you can be the real you?
But there's so much pressure. Like, I make so many posts where people are like, we don't get it. Like, I'll make a joke and they'll be like, oh no, Shannon, everything's gonna be okay. And then, which is weird, because then when I'm like, help, I need help, everyone's like, LOL. Don't worry, that man's not really punching you. And I'm like, he is. Help me. I'm being attacked.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny when you see someone's Finsta, like, oh, I actually like them better in this Finsta.
Right,
They're
like more honest. I get why J-Law doesn't do it though. We see celebrities getting attacked for like the smallest infraction on social media.
Yeah.
And she has by and large stayed pretty out of the like any major controversy other than when her nudes leaked, which I think is another reason why she's not on social, just because that was so hard for her. She's spoken out about how that was like really damning to her like psyche. And so I understand why she's not on Instagram, but I love that she's still getting to participate.
I would think of her as though she's so chill. She's the girl who's always falling. She wouldn't have a problem having an Instagram account and being silly with it and not filtering stuff and just sort of like embracing her realness in a louder way.
I think the way she was attacked after those photos like changed her a little
Wow,
bit.
you really feel like you get
Well, she's done interviews about it. She's like, when the whole world, you walk in every room and you know that they've seen you naked. She's like, it's hard to get over. So I think social media has done her very wrong.
And in a way that she was hacked. I mean,
Yeah,
she didn't release them. But I think what's interesting Instagram, especially I think where celebrities get in trouble and unintentionally is liking things.
Yeah.
Because you can see. So like Nicki Minaj would like certain things and you would say, what does this mean? Or so and so. So that's kind of thing when you have Instagram, no one knows if you liked someone's post. They won't interpret it in a certain way.
The funniest thing was when, horrifying and hilarious, was when Roseanne was tweeting like, I'm so sorry, and then liking things that were like, this was so fucking dumb, Roseanne's the best, and she would like that. So dumb. And it was so transparent, like she didn't realize that people could see what she was liking.
Yeah, I feel like they needed to make an announcement, because I feel like I fall out of love with people mostly because of the things they like on the internet. Like I'm like, oh my God, this is the perfect person, and then I'm like, ew, you like just like an open spreadsheet photo of a stranger? That's disgusting.
Oh my God.
And that happened to the Bachelorette winner, right? What's his name? Right? He liked that thing. So I was like, he didn't even post anything. He liked it.
I forgot his name.
I forget him, but I remember.
White man.
Yeah.
My uncle, on Instagram, followed like 100 booty accounts on Instagram. And I was like, you can't follow these. Like, people can see that. And he was like, I must have been hacked. I was like, you were not hacked.
Wait, the DNC, you were hacked?
You're following like Dominican beauties, extra. I'm like, you're not hacked. And he was like, no, this was a hack. I'm like, this isn't a hack. This is, you just can see what you're liking and what you follow.
Right.
So he just is constantly restarting Facebook and Instagram accounts because he was hacked. I'm like, stop looking at porn on social media.
But that's how a lot of people look at porn on Instagram. Yeah.
Well, when you go to like people's explore pages, it's always interesting. You're like, oh fuck, what are you liking and watching or whatever?
Mine are all my explore page is all black women's hair care.
That's cool.
It's like very specific.
You could guess mine. It's just
Black women's hair.
black women's hair care. It's the exact same.
Yeah. You really want to like see the braids and experiment with like different styles. I get it. I get it, Lucas.
I support.
Is there any other Bella Hadid has one, Justin Bieber has one.
Oh, yeah.
Any celebs that we wish had Finstas?
I mean, I'm sure Jennifer Aniston has a Finsta because she's not on any social media, and I have a feeling she's still in the circle and wants to keep track.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's a good bet.
And she has so many famous friends who are on Instagram.
Yeah, she's gotta have a
she's gotta
Finsta.
have a Finsta.
Totally.
I would love to see the Beyonce Instagram account that she actually controls.
I would love
that. Like if her, like
yeah.
that she is like, I'm commenting on this shit.
Yeah.
I want to rant about this.
Yeah.
Because following Beyonce on her actual Instagram is abusive.
Well,
I mean, it's
Because
just
they
not real
post
at all.
photos like in bulk, and they'll
Yeah.
just post like 10 after, and they're all the same, and it's like.
What do you think about the
horrible.
people who make the collages so they have to post like 10 photos
Yeah.
Right.
and then you have to like go to their page to see it in the full effect?
Yeah.
And
you
this
I
spend
don't
like an
like that.
elbow. And
Yeah. It's like, what is that?
What's going on? Yeah. Or like the people who are like, my theme now is green, and then they have to do like the spaces and they do like the blank
Yeah.
ones, and I'm like,
Well,
you're ruining the feed.
Themes
It's not fun.
Themes are a thing though. Like my younger brother used to be really obsessed with social media. It's not anymore. But his whole thing was like color themes, and he would go into blues or pinks and whites.
Really?
And I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Like who put the science behind Instagram?
Yeah.
And I'd look at his Instagram. Guess what? It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
He went
It
through
looked
my
like
like,
it.
Lucas, it's too busy, too many different things. What's this weird video of you like falling down a flight of stairs? Like not funny. And I'm like,
Jaden Smith does a lot of that.
He does a lot of
he's
those.
really good.
Yeah.
Someone one time complimented my theme. They're like, I love the pink theme. And I was like, literally, there's no theme. I just have rosacea. So everything looks pink on my profile, but it's just me. I'm poorly made.
That's hilarious. That's amazing.
So sad.
I
love
think
the
you're
pink
perfectly
theme.
made,
Oh,
Shannon.
thank you.
Aw,
we all do.
thanks.
Thanks. Oh, speaking of other people who are perfectly made, I got it. I got you. I'm there with you. I'm there. Live from New York, it's Kenan Thompson. In a new interview with Rolling Stone magazine, the SNL star dishes on parenthood, his career, and being the longest cast member on the show. Thompson will soon begin his 16th season on Saturday Night Live, which premieres September 29th.
Ooh wee. What's up with that?
What's
up with that?
Sorry.
No, it is,
And then moving on.
It just,
No,
it just came out of me.
No, but that sketch is so incredible. Really, it is such a simple idea. It's a game show host who can't stop singing his theme song, and they did it like quite a few times, and it's so funny. I miss it. I wish he would do it again this season.
Because it gets stuck in your head.
Yes.
But the main question is, why did he stay so long? And when you read the article. That, I don't know, I found one online on the internet. He was saying that he was basically waiting for the opportunity to get a show or a movie, like some of the other actors like Fred Armisen or Andy Samberg all got shows or movie deals, and he was just like, it never happened, so I just stayed, which is kind of sad.
Which is surprising. I mean, I think the interviews with Rolling Stone.
Yeah,
I think,
thank
that is surprising. You think Keenan has been such a star for so long. I'm surprised that he didn't attach himself to a project. Maybe he didn't find a project he believed in enough to leave SNL, which is such
I think it's just when you're so high, it's hard to find a good project.
It's hard to get off that couch.
Yeah, I think he's one of those people who's really talented who gets just constantly overlooked because I think a lot of people, my assumption was that he was comfortable at SNL.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, he's doing so well. He fits in there so well. Like, some people do SNL and never make it. They don't make a name for themselves. They don't even pop on screen.
Yeah.
So I think he's done so well that I would have guessed that he didn't want to leave.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Julie Louis-Dreyfus was on first season. Did not make a name for herself, and then ended up becoming one of the most successful TV actors
there's
ever.
literally a million
a ton.
Yeah.
So yeah, like what Shannon just said, so I feel like if he found his groove, he's in it. And also, it's pointed out, like, he was for a long time, the only person of color on that show. So it's like he was very valuable to represent a certain group of people.
Yeah.
And now it's changed a little bit. Like he said in the interview, like, now they can do a Black Jeopardy game because they have 4 black cast
There's
members.
actually black people on the show.
Exactly.
Nobody has to wear blackface. It's amazing. But it's funny, though. I could see him having, like, guys, I can talk this.
SNL has done it. SNL has
They
done
have
it.
done, I mean, a lot of
Fred
people have done
Armisen played
blackface.
Barack Obama for a long time, so.
It's just funny because I always see like somebody like Anthony Anderson, and I think Keenan is like sort of in the same realm as him, where I could see him playing like in a sitcom Dad or even hosting game shows and stuff. So I'm hoping that this isn't the end for him because, you know, obviously he can't stay on that show forever, and I'm hoping that he does get a second life because I do think he's funny.
Yeah.
He plays like certain roles. I don't think he has like the widest variety of characters, but he does make me laugh.
He plays Keenan.
Yeah.
Like a version of him that's like playing games.
Right. I mean, his Steve Harvey's pretty good.
His Steve Harvey's good. His
Yeah.
Bill Cosby is good.
Yeah.
But he
can't
always
do that
has
anymore.
that cute
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Fun fact, he can no longer do that
Can no
impression.
longer play that character. I don't know why. Why can't he play Bill Cosby anymore?
Yeah, I don't think, and we don't do that anymore.
No, but you know what? Even if he doesn't go anywhere else and he stays on SNL until he passes away, I think that's a great career.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, he's been going strong since he was a child.
That's true.
He's in all that. Like, Keenan and Kel. Like, I remember watching all that and being like, these people are the coolest people ever. Like, that was my dream. It's a little sad now when you learn about what was really going behind the scenes of all that and
The
all
child
those
trafficking.
Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh no, they were living in a nightmare, even though I thought they were living my dream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wow, somebody else pick it up.
SNL's incredible.
All that.
This is
All that. We're on a
We're
trampoline.
all getting attacked. This is all that.
They're like, our parents don't have our back.
My life is a prison. Help me out of this hell.
Yeah.
This is all that.
Nickelodeon, call us anytime. Yeah, well, you asked the Keenan. SNL is an institution. He's killing it. He's making it.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great
Not
job.
everyone can survive there.
Keenan, wow, you're doing a good job on SNL. Wow,
Good job, Keenan.
yeah, we're like the 4 of us are stoned, right? Yeah, he's doing great. Doing good on the show. 30 years. Yeah, good job.
I'm still laughing at my life is a prison.
Do you have the key? All that.
Moving on. Queer Eye's Jonathan Van Ness clapped back at some trolls who mocked the sheer long-sleeve dress he wore to the Creative Arts Emmys. While trolls tore apart Van Ness's outfit with rude comments on Instagram, the star responded saying, "I look effing stunning, and my name is Jonathan. Snapchat filter using on your Insta Tiny Circle private profile having self." Jonathan Van Ness is having an incredible year between his popular Getting Curious podcast, Emmy nominations, and Queer Eye Season 2 release.
Oh, snaps.
Snap, don't mess with Jonathan.
Isn't it crazy there are still trolls being like, you can't wear a dress, you're a
Right.
boy.
Yeah, it's like,
Like,
where
haven't we learned there are no boys?
Yeah.
Where have you been the
And
past?
also, you have to ask yourself the question, if you have a problem with him wearing a dress, it has nothing to do with Jonathan. Jonathan, it has to do with you.
Yeah.
So it's like, you need to look at yourself, because why do you care what anybody puts on their body? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I feel like these people are the worst of our society. The people are
trolls.
like, you need to wear this. Boys wear pants. They have penises. And it's like, you know what? Men don't even have to have penises anymore. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay? Take that.
True.
I'm so tired of these people.
true.
Fuck the binary. It's a waste of our time. We should not be subscribing to it.
100%.
I'm also so tired of everybody on the internet being like, I'm a comedian. I got jokes. I'm like, that's not a joke, okay?
Yeah, that's attacking somebody.
Yeah.
It's just mean enough. But yeah, also especially because Jonathan is such a light, and I think if you watch Queer Eye and you watch interviews with him or listen to his podcast, he is really a special person. I think when you watch things like that, especially with Queer Eye, like he stands out, and he's just a positive force in the world.
Absolutely.
To go after him for he's doing nothing wrong to anyone else. It's absolutely his right to wear whatever he wants to wear and look everybody wants to look and look great. Like it's just so stupid.
Also,
Yeah.
there is a double standard here, because women wear menswear or suits all the time. Kate Blanchett, Rihanna, Kristen Stewart, Blake Lively just made a week of wearing suits that were menswear.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't we experiment and have fun with fashion? That's what fashion is.
Because being feminine is less than.
Right, but I'm saying, like, why not explore clothes and fashion? That's what fashion is. So it's like, why can one group wear something that, you know what I mean? Like,
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are just scared and closed-minded. Like, still in my life, I can't tell you how many times in a week I'll have a friend that's usually a male be like, oh, I would love to wear that, but I can't. And I'm like, you can wear whatever you want. And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it sucks that people can't express themselves because they're just scared of like anonymous losers on the internet or someone on the street being like, hey, you're bad. Like I had that happen to me on the train where I was wearing a lot of makeup and I was wearing this jacket, and this whole family started using, like actual slurs against me and being like calling me a man basically, and like it was
serious?
Yeah, and no one on the train like was there for me.
Wow.
I was completely alone with a whole entire family bullying me, using like the worst terms you can use, gay slurs, and I was like, this is so rude, and I'm just the person who's like enjoying my outfit, like I was feeling so good. And then they brought me down.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Like
sorry
imagine
that
going
happened.
out of your way to be like,
Yeah.
I don't like your outfit. Also, I'm gonna attack your whole
Yeah.
thing, your whole everything.
I think we need more stores selling, universal clothing. There's actually a store just like literally 2 doors down.
Yeah, Fluid.
That sells gender fluid clothing, and you go in and there's no gender assigned to anything. Things are pink, things are blue, it doesn't matter. You can wear what you want.
Yeah.
And I saw a little boy once there, and I put it on my Instagram. He was in the mirror voguing. And he was
Love
like
it.
doing all this stuff, and I was like, oh my God, he has a place that he can go and feel like seen, and it was like so cool and special and so New York, but I wish it was more universal.
I was thinking about this the other
And
day.
you're like, let me film it.
I know, but I filmed it though with that message of like, I love this store. I love that this little boy is here feeling himself and can feel confident, and his mother's not trying.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
he gets to be
100%.
himself.
Remember when I first vogued? I was thinking
In the womb?
In the womb.
They were like doing the
Madonna.
sonogram, and they're like, this baby's voguing.
He's duck walking right now. I was thinking about this the other day, and this comes to the kind of come back to what we talked about yesterday, and my voting sticker is like women in power, and I think it'd be so significant when we see a president wear a dress.
Yeah.
And I think it will change what we view women clothing when you see a commander-in-chief wear dresses, when you see generals or senators or lawyers or just more women in positions of powers, and the outfit they wear, whatever, it will change our view on clothes and what's deemed inferior, superior, masculine, feminine, powerful, not powerful. So I think we're getting there. It's just gonna be slow, and
Yeah.
it's a
so
shame that
slow.
happens
People
to
are
you. It's a
jerks.
shame this happens to Jonathan. But luckily we have kids like the one you saw, who are the new generation. Hopefully will enter,
And kids like that can see Jonathan.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? And be
Yeah.
like, he's on a red carpet at the Emmys. Like, that is a huge platform. So I know he's probably taking a lot of heat, but what he's doing, I think, for the culture is
He's awesome.
huge.
Yeah, I'm so happy that he didn't deactivate. Like, we need him out there. We need people to stay present, because it makes a difference. It makes such a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, millennials have done it again, guys. Avo, guac, marg, and hangry are all among the 800 plus words added to the Merriam-Webster's online dictionary. More than a dozen of the words are food related and include informal spellings and descriptions such as sit back and relax on the restaurant's patio while sipping on some quality margs.
Love it.
This is so funny to me. Like,
Margs.
can we just like, what is the dictionary doing? like it's taking, I feel like they have taken so long to add these words like avo. Like avo is not a new word. Like they added things that it's like coquito, which is like a drink that's been around for ages. And I'm just like, why are you so slow?
Wait,
Why
can I touch onto this?
Yeah.
They added mocktail, which we've been saying forever. Food bank, where a charity where you go, like, I've been saying food bank since I was a child.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then flight, like
50 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. During the Depression. I was like, we gotta go to the food bank.
Yeah.
Right, of course. Right. No, but it is, this article said, like, it's like they choose words that are popularly used, so you made a funny joke of, like, the people who decide.
Yeah, it sounds like it's three old men being like, well, what should we add? I don't know. People are too lazy to say avocado now, so let's add avo.
Have you heard?
What? Gigi?
Gigi Hadid is here today, you guys. No, I think it's so weird, and it makes me feel like this dictionary is now fucking irrelevant. It's canceled, and now like with Urban Dictionary is so immediate. Like you can find out anything you need
immediately.
Like you can be like, oh, okay, finger blasting. I know what it is. Okay, like tossing salad. You know.
However,
Merriam-Webster's not gonna add finger blasting until like, 40-40.
I like you said Merriam like allegedly. You're
I totally agree with you and get it. However, it does take a while for words to, I mean, food bank is ridiculous. But words like avo and guac, I mean, those are a part of our slang, and they have to like sort of earn their place as actual words before the English dictionary accepts them as.
Like Bootylicious.
As a part of our speech.
You remember a couple years ago, Bootylicious, but we had to like kill that song and like
had to re-play
like, oh, now we're gonna.
But by the time it hits this dictionary, we're not even using those words anymore. Like if you use Bootylicious now, like I'm pretty sure they like throw you in a trash can and roll you down a hill and say goodbye forever.
Even Beyonce's like, no.
She's like, ew, gross.
What like the nerd in me though likes that they're adding it to the dictionary.
You do?
Because I like to play Scrabble. And you guys know, I think Avo on a triple word score could be very good for me.
Think about them points.
I just like to know that it's in the dictionary, so if somebody challenges me, I'm prepared.
I don't want to see people writing. I do a lot of writing. I work with kids who are applying to college, and I don't want to see words like avo and guac in papers. I mean, I feel like that, it just junks up the English language. Like, I think it's important to be able to write in a sophisticated manner.
I agree.
I know we use these words in our speech. I don't know.
Well, that's a fair criticism of this. Like, will this dictionary just become Urban Dictionary? And is that a problem? Like, that's just the way we're going with our language, that we'll always be abbreviating and speaking in, like, LOL, JK, like, that's how we're gonna talk, you know?
They added adorbs into the dictionary.
That is so unnecessary.
So, like you said, like, that's that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, they also added vom. And I'm like, if you were Googling, like, what is vom? Like, in what scenario did someone use the word vom where there wasn't actually vomit around for you to get, like, oh, they mean vomit? Yeah, like,
also, how lazy are we that we can't say it at the end of it?
Yeah, I know.
Vomit,
It's not even shorter.
I don't know. I am lazy. Sometimes I just want to be like, what up, guys? Check out, I just bombed. Instead of I vomited, I have vomited now. I like saying vag too instead of vagina. You know, that's keep it quick.
No, that's different.
Keep it I'm on the go, you know. I'll be like, yo, bless this vag, pick up that bomb. You know, I gotta be quick.
That's adorbs.
I hate when people abbreviate dumplings and say dumps.
What? Oh, I have not heard that. Who says that? That is disgusting.
If you are watching, you know who the fuck you are.
Are you sure they're not into like
doing that.
other stuff?
If anyone said to me, hey, want to grab a couple dumps or want to have a dump, I would be like,
can't stand it. Don't do it. I've heard many people say dumps instead of dumpling, and it's actually disgusting. Do not do that.
Just so you know, if you ever hear me say I love dumps, I do not mean dumpling.
Let's go snack on some dumps.
Bill Brunch going where we don't expect.
If someone has caca breath, now we know what they were eating. Yeah. And now it's time for our guest. Travis Van Winkle stars in TNT's epic drama, The Last Ship, which is currently in its 5th and final season. Travis plays Lieutenant Danny Green, navigating a world reeling with the aftermath of a global disaster that wipes out most of the world's population. Take a look.
We have to get back to the States.
There's no point in rushing home now.
Danny, our fleet was hit. Our friends, our family.
They may be dead. But for what comes next, we're on the front line. We have no orders from home. But we know who the enemy is. I say we go south, toward Colombia. We gather intelligence, allies, anything. We put ourselves in a position to be the tip of the spear until backup arrives.
Everyone, please give a warm Build Brunch welcome to Travis Van Winkle.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Hello, thank you.
And congrats, 5th season. That's a huge deal.
It's a big deal.
Are you excited? Can you tell us what can we expect? What are we gonna see? The end of the world? That's so cool.
Every season, it's been a threat of the end of the world, and somehow we stop it. I don't think it's gonna change. That's kind of the formula. I think this season is our grittiest, for sure.
Oh.
And I think this season really is a study on the ethos of warriors and what war costs.
Right. So it's going out with a bang. This is the final season. Congrats, 5 seasons is amazing for a TV show, especially now.
Nowadays.
It's not happen a lot, so congratulations.
Thank
Are
you.
you going to miss your cast and crew and all the people you worked with?
Dearly. Yeah, I worked with great people.
Yeah.
I stay in touch with quite a few of them.
Yeah. Can we just note really quick, this is your dog. This is
Yeah,
not a
this is
sister,
Rena.
right?
Nina, named after your grandmother?
After
Yeah.
my grandma.
That's
So a lot of
really
people in New York that don't expect to see her because I walk around without a leash.
Oh,
a lot,
really?
and a lot of
You
people
really
will
do?
like go, oh my God, I thought that was a rat. Like, she can hear you, for Christ's sakes.
New Yorkers.
She's so well behaved though.
Yeah.
She's able to walk on the street without a leash?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just interview you about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
How did you, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So I was super diligent right when I got her. I got her when she was this big. I had a trainer come in right away and teach me how
Yeah.
to train her.
Right.
And then YouTube. YouTube helps so much. And then I got a trick trainer to come in. And so I really put a lot of effort in. I think if I got another dog, the dog would be such a bad dog because I wouldn't
Right.
put the same effort in.
Well, it's like having
Wow.
kids. You invested a lot.
The first
one. Your second one's gonna be a fuck up.
I'm the middle child.
I'm middle too.
Thank you, right here.
Middle 3 boys. Yeah.
There we go.
Little independence. You gotta raise yourself.
So wait, back to the show really quick. I saw, just because I was watching the trailer, and like you said, it's a super intense season, and I saw that your character has like a gun pointed to his head, and it looks like he's in South America.
Just another Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, so like, is he gonna make it?
I don't know. I don't remember anything from the season.
Right.
Wow,
You said you
convenient.
filmed it like a year ago.
We did.
Yeah.
What were some of the, Brittany just mentioned a gun to your head. What were some of the sort of like military, like tricks, tactics, abilities, skills you've picked up working on a project of this nature?
Oh man, so it's called changing a mag. So it's
Okay.
basically,
Right.
you change
Yeah,
out
yeah,
the
yeah.
rounds of your gun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tactical stuff. So we have Navy SEALs on set every day with us.
Wow.
And so
Cool.
season 1, we didn't
Right.
do much training beforehand. They threw us in.
Wow.
And so you had to pick up a lot on the fly. And then season 2, we started to get it. Season 3, they told us, they're like, you guys know what you're doing. Trust yourselves.
Yeah.
And then so from there, I feel like we picked up a lot of strategy.
So do you feel like you could join the Navy SEAls? Like,
No.
guys, I got this.
Are you kidding
5
me?
seasons.
Are you kidding me? I think
Yeah.
I would like to attempt to do
Right.
Hell Week.
Right.
Oh
But
my
only
God.
with intense training beforehand.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But those guys are badasses. And what's great about all of them is they all feel like they're stoned. They're all just like, yeah, man, I can kill you in 12 different
Right.
ways. And, like, they've got this demeanor that's just, I don't know. Maybe they actually are high. I don't know.
Yeah. I know you have adopted one of their mottos, slow is smooth, smooth is fast,
Yeah.
into your own life a little bit. How did that like influence you?
Well, there's another one is 2 is 1, 1 is none.
2 is 1.
2 is 1. So if you have 2 weapons on you,
Right.
and 1 gets taken away, well, then you have 1 left.
Right.
If you have 1 weapon on and it gets taken away,
Bye.
you have 0.
Right.
So 2 is 1, 1 is none. So always be prepared. I think
Oh, I get it. Took me a minute.
It took me a minute.
Yeah, it took me a minute
I'm
too.
bad at math.
I was like, guys, explain this. It took me 5 seasons to get it. I think preparation is one thing, and then maintaining your calm in every situation
Right.
is really important to them. But that is because they've trained.
Right.
And so it's all about how you train and how you prepare.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys have shot in some amazing different locations. What has
Yeah.
been the most fun?
Every season they told us we were going to travel somewhere amazing, and we just decided to stay in LA. We were going to go to Puerto Rico, Costa Rica.
Oh man.
all in
We're going to
LA
go to
then.
Europe. They're like, it's going to be this season. We're going to do it.
and then
So one of the coolest locations, we filmed on the Navy bases in
That's great.
in San Diego.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
we're on
awesome.
active destroyers that were just docked up.
Wow.
They're getting prepared for their next mission, and we're running around like a bunch of idiots filming on there. I would say filming on those ships
Yeah.
was was pretty neat.
Do they actually use any of the servicemen as extras or anything?
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they're great. They loved being on set because they're not normally on set, and so they would share stories with us, and a lot of great people, a lot of great friends that I met.
That's cool. That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Do you like being part of like action dramas, like kicking ass and like fighting and all that stuff?
You know, I didn't before, but now I do. Yeah. I'm on a show right now called Instinct for CBS
Right.
with Alan. I saw Alan Cumming, his photo over there. And I told them, guys, I'm comfortable with a gun. I like to fight. Like, include this into my storyline. And they slowly have, so it's great.
good.
Yeah.
What is the premise of that new show?
It's a crime drama, and I'm a cop from Nebraska that comes to the city.
I'm from Nebraska.
Cornhuskers!
Huskers! I don't know
Yeah.
why I got so excited, but nobody ever says Nebraska.
Yeah. So there's a murder that happens in Nebraska, and the same murder happens in New York, and I connect the two. So I come to New York and say, hey guys, I think this is the birth of a serial killer, and then I start to try to figure out what's happening.
The best people come from Nebraska for sure.
The best
Good
killers
people.
too?
The
Best killers.
best killers, best
Killers from
people,
Nebraska.
best steak, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're known for the best murderers on
Yeah,
the planet.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hot, Brittany.
They're well fed.
Brittany's a secret murderer. How would you take Brittany out if she tried to murder you right now?
Well, how would you try to murder me?
I would go like this.
Brittany.
I don't have a dark mind. I don't
Wait, no.
wanna murder
Well,
Like,
do
while she
that
was
again?
distracting you, I'd secretly stab you from the back.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, it's a two-person effort.
See,
here.
she's the dark one.
Yeah, sorry.
So punch me again? And take the knife and just go like that.
Oh, see, that is some naval
Wow.
seal stuff right
Fine,
there.
not-
That was
But then I'd
scary.
probably drop the knife and it'd land on my foot or something.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
love it, quirky.
cutting off Brittany's wrist and killing her, you
Good
made a
segue.
guest star appearance on That's So Raven back in the day,
Yeah.
which we all love because like we grew up watching her. That was one of your first like acting appearances ever. How was that?
I had psychic powers.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they only came up when we kissed.
Right.
So when Raven and I kissed.
Right.
Oh, I think I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I just only remember
It's
that
called
episode.
double vision.
Yeah.
And so that was my first big job. And I remember, so it's a live audience and you rehearse, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then you film Thursday and Friday. And I remember Wednesday came around and we did our big read through for the producers, and the director came up to me afterwards and she's like, you might want to sit down for this. And I was like, oh God, it's my first job, I'm sweating. And she's like, you're gonna have to do better. She's like, she helped me work through my scenes.
Wow.
Wow.
And she really lifted me up. Yeah, I was so scared out of my mind. This is my first job. Like, what am I doing? But I had a great time, and I love when somebody goes out of their way to help lift someone up. And I feel like that's it's our job. It's part of being human is looking to those that need a little boost and doing your part.
Totally.
Especially when it's your first. I mean, you're like wanting that help and like craving it. And so many people get competitive and don't help you out. So that's a really cool story that you like got nurtured like that. Is that something you try to do with other actors?
It's something I try to do in my life all the
Yeah.
time because people still do it to me. I mean, I feel like it's such a give and take, this life. But yeah, I definitely try to. I have a big brother. I'm in the a little brother. I'm in the Big Brother program, and he is now in his first year of college.
Amazing.
wow.
So I met him when he was 11, and he'd just gotten out of the foster home.
Wow.
Got reintegrated with his mom and his brother and sister, and I gave him his first guitar at 13. He'd never played an instrument, and this kid, I taught him 5 chords. By the way, I've been playing guitar for 12 years.
Right.
Yeah.
I still just know like 6 chords. I taught him all I knew, and within a month, this kid was a phenom.
Wow.
And he's been just going crazy ever since with music, and he's at music school right now.
Oh my gosh, so you really like started that sort of for him.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just
Right.
was like, here, play this.
Yeah, it's fun thing to do.
But
That's
he fell
so
in
amazing.
love with it.
Wow.
And it seems like you're into like a lot of different things. I was looking at your Instagram and you're taking up tap dancing.
Oh yeah.
So is it just like anything in the arts? You're like, I want to try it.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I look back at my life, and I wish when I was younger I would have started learning how to sing, playing instruments,
Right.
tap dance. But I didn't. I just wanted to play sports and hang out with girls. Like that's all I wanted to do. So
Understandable.
it's understandable. So now, yes, I feel like there's so many creative things, especially in New York, that I want to take advantage of, and tap dancing is one of those.
You actually inspired me a little bit. I used to tap as a kid, and I saw you, and I was like, I've been wanting to take like an adult tap class forever. I still have tap shoes.
I'm coming to that showcase.
And yeah, and
I'll
I'm
be
like,
there.
maybe I'll do it.
We gotta do a little number.
I can do some shuffle ball changes.
Shuffle ball change. Shuffle
Ball chain.
shuffle ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Shuffle
We'll do
ball.
some time skips later.
Yeah, can you guys do something, work on it, come back. You'll
Yes.
come back, you
Yes.
guys can
And do a
perform.
recital.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
that'd be
wear a
great.
full leotard.
I hope so. I wouldn't expect anything less. Yeah.
Good.
I don't want you in the same
Is
outfit.
there a half leotard? I said full leotard. Is there such
I
a
hope
thing?
there's not a half lead.
Okay.
Isn't the half leotard the thing that goes like this and only covers your nips? You can wear that
I
if
like
you
that
want.
one better.
You're free. Whatever you want. All right, well, Travis, thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to the future in the leotard.
Yes.
And make sure to check out the 5th and final season of The Last Ship on TNT. That's all from us. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same table. Woo!